Every year I ask my students the same question. Why do you learn Spanish? And there is always the stereotype. I've always watched telenovelas. I like football. I listen to reggaeton. Well, I want to live in Spain because I like the beach and partying and sleeping. They have these surreal expectations of Spain, an image of Spain, of toros, fiesta, flamenco, and flowers and donkeys. I mean, that's completely true. Spain is like that. But one of the answers that worries me the most is, I'm learning Spanish because it's an easy language. If Spanish was easy, you would expect to find many people who spoke a very good Spanish with no mistakes. All through these years, I don't know how many people I knew that learned Spanish, maybe 1,000, 2,000. And I know like 5 people that you would say, oh my God, his Spanish is amazing, and they are not Spanish or they are not Latin American. The rest of people think they have a very good Spanish, but they don't, and nobody is really correcting them. You can spot here and there a few mistakes, or some problems with the pronunciation, or they just say things that we don't say at all, so they are copying from the language. And there is one particular aspect of Spanish with which foreigners tend to make many mistakes. Spanish has an extremely difficult, hard verbal system. I mean, I haven't seen any language like that. I know there must be other languages that are difficult, they have very difficult verbal systems, but here is Spanish, what we're talking about. Alright? But then from time to time I get this reaction from this very smart and intelligent student.
Español tiene muchos tiempos verbales, pero españoles no usan todos tiempos verbales, usan siempre presente.
These kind of students that think they are very good at Spanish, but I can assure you that we don't just use present tense. We use all the tenses that we have in Spanish. For example, apart from these 5 geniuses that I already mentioned, I don't know anyone who uses pretérito perfecto de subjuntivo. It's something my students try to avoid like oil and water. And I mean, we use this tense all the time. It's not that we are avoiding it or it's gonna disappear. It's not gonna disappear soon. It's not. I use it every day when I'm talking. And thank God that apart from these, we don't use anymore futuro de subjuntivo and pretérito anterior because it would add up to your hell. So, okay, I already analyzed Polish language and I can say that it's a difficult language because it has declensions and it has many irregularities, but Spanish has the same difficulties but in the verbal system. I know it's easy to be lazy, but Spanish is not a lazy language at all. Let me prove it to you. Let's just focus on the past of Spanish. Just past. Okay, the first one. We have a past that has a direct influence on the present. It's like very urgent. Something has happened to you and you're seeing the blood coming out of your hand and you have to react and you're seeing it. So you use this thing. ¡Ay, me he roto el brazo! ¡Ay, se me ha colado nieve en el ojo! ¡Ay, que se me ha caído la oreja al suelo! So as you can see, it has a direct influence on you. So you have to use it. I mean, it's something very urgent. It's happening to you and you have to react. Another past is about something you've already moved on, like a toxic ex. Estuvimos juntos 2 años y sufrí un montonazo. Pero bueno, se murió y me alegré. But there is another one when time stops and you're describing everything that is around. Había un hombre con un cuchillo y le temblaba el pulso y todos gritaban y era Navidad. And then we have another one that is very meta because it's like a flashback in a flashback, revisiting traumas. When you're drunk and you're recovering the past little by little.
And the past of the past and the past of the past.
It's like Memento. Have you watched this film, Memento? Hostia, tío, ¿y por qué me hice yo este tatuaje? Porque había bebido yo un montón de calimocho. ¿Y por qué había bebido yo un montón de calimocho? Porque me habían invitado a esa fiesta en donde estaba Falete. ¿Y por qué había ido allí Falete? But then when the action is getting long and you want to exaggerate it a little bit or a lot, usually, normally, we add gerunds. And this is something foreigners never use in Spanish. If you're learning Spanish, I really recommend you to start using gerunds because we use them a lot, all the time. So the first one, when it was a whole bunch of time that you can count and you suffered from the beginning till the end, so it was like a long suffering, you cannot really say it in a different way in Spanish. You really have to add this gerund. Estuve meándome, pero meándome toda la cena con mis suegros, tía. Y estuve aguantando y aguantando una hora y otra hora y otra hora hasta que... I was so thirsty. Look what I got from my sister. Isn't it cute? It's a snowman. Okay. And there is another one that you have to use. It's when time stops and you catch something or someone in-fraganti. Pues no voy a la cocina y ella estaba metiendo toda la zarpa en mis galletas deliciosas de Navidad. ¿Y de qué vas tú? ¿Tú no estabas haciendo tanta dieta? And when you discover something that has been a lie or a secret for long, all of a sudden the truth hits your face. Everybody is a fool and nobody noticed. For these kind of big lies, we use another tense. No te lo vas a creer, la Trini ¿no había estado bebiendo a escondida y nadie se había dado cuenta? ¡Qué fuerte! Por eso habían estado desapareciendo las botellas de martini, tía. Is this enough? No, we're not done here, no? Let's deal with uncertainty. When you want to talk about something hypothetical, or that it's just your opinion on something, or it's something probable, then you wouldn't use these tenses at all. You would use something called subjuntivo. Sometimes you're sure, but you're not really sure. You could be 100% sure, or you could be like a 25% sure. I mean, who is really sure about anything in this life? So you're not certain, and you're suspicious of this very good friend that is in the office. She's such a good friend. Yo no creo que haya estado con tanta migraña, ¿eh? Eso que tiene en el cuello, que puede que haya sido un mosquito, ¿eh? Pero mira, a mí me parece un chupetón mortal. And then when you keep on bringing skeletons from the past and secrets and things you like to complain about someone, then you're gonna be using this tense, this other tense, because you love this friend so much. So let's remember her greatest hits. Sí, tía, me parece fatal que se olvidara la cartera el otro día. ¡Qué casualidad! Y que no me pagara, porque a ti te pagó, a mí tampoco. And then you decide, okay, I want to keep on giving constructive opinions. Then you use another tense. How should she have behaved? How she could fix all these mistakes? Pues que al menos me hubiese invitado a un café, oye, o que se hubiese acordado de mi cumpleaños cuando sí que invitó a la Paqui, porque a la Paqui sí que la invitó, ¿eh? O mira, ya que está, pues que me hubiese presentado a la amiga esa famosa que tiene. And this, guys, is just talking about the past. So if you want to talk about the present or the future or conditional, it turns into a labyrinth, a maze you cannot get out of. I will spare you presente de indicativo, presente con gerundio,
presente de subjuntivo y gerundio, futuro y futuro y gerundio, futuro perfecto con gerundio, y el condicional con gerundio, condicional perfecto con gerundio, perífrasis verbales.
And let's add the passive voice to all these combinations. And I understand people saying that it's easy because the learning curve looks like this. At the beginning it's very easy and you learn tenses such as presente de indicativo, pretérito perfecto, just 2 tenses, and you're learning vocabulary and you think, wow, this is easy peasy. But then when you reach a B1, B2 level, all these tenses start coming to you and it's very late. There are so many aspects of Spanish that are difficult that you have to treat it as a marathon. Start running. Continue running and run and run and run forever. If you liked my video, please click the like button because it will help me so much. Whoa, you finished this video. Thank you very much. Bye.